Hi, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your April Psychic Tarot reading. I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. Scorpio, please watch your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign for a full dose of divination for the month. What do we have going on? We're still in our Mercury retrograde in both Aries and Pisces until the 7th of April. And I know that communications have been a little wonky, and so have technologies and data breaches and scams and things like that. So the phishing scams, the text phishing scams are out of control. So good luck out there. Don't be opening any links that you don't need to. It's just trust none of that. Knight of Swords. Wow, the only knight that has blood on his sword because he communicates a little too harshly. And in this retrograde for Scorpio, some things might have been said out of haste or quickness or frustration that shouldn't have been said. Or there is a more aggressive, younger air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, probably child or teen or in their 20s, that has agitation around them and harsh verbal rhetoric here. And now here is the older version of him, the King of Swords. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see what Scorpio has going on with these air signs. I'm getting something right now that maybe Scorpio is seeing their paternal figure of their life and in ways that he hasn't, or maybe now understands where his paternal father was coming from when he was young. Because I think this might be the same person in your reading, Scorpio, and maybe even, bear with me here, symbolic that you understand a younger version of him that might have let you down or was harsh or hurt you or didn't do things right, handle it right through communication or in any way, in an authority kind of figure way. He didn't do something right when he was younger, but you see that in him. You understand it now as you've grown up. Maybe you're the age of your father when you didn't understand him, but now you do. Something about comparing your father to who he was versus where he is or who he is now is coming up. Here's another one. That's you. That's the King of Cups. That's the Scorpio right in the middle. I know there's other ways to read this. That was just a message. I will read it in other ways. Let's see what I get. Okay. I have to say right now, it is safe for Scorpio to turn their back on a situation that has emotionally exhausted them. It's definitely giving air sign energy, and it could either be one or two individuals or siblings, paternal energy, cousins, sibling that sides with the father. It feels like the air signs are sticking together and the water sign is making his break. Or harsh words were said and it's just between these two and you're moving forward. I want to see what else I get. Oh yeah, very much family energy. 10 of coins. Family money, family property, inheritance. The discussion of where the older people are living as they age. The responsibility of parents as children age. You know, no one really prepares people for that. Being a child of an elderly parent, and even adult children who either don't have siblings or have odd relationships with siblings or distant siblings, but it's a tough plan. What I'm getting is a message that Scorpio is responsible for their parent as they age, and possibly another sibling is turning their back on this responsibility, and it's falling monetarily and mentally on the other sibling, and that might be you, Scorpio. I think you're the one picking up the pieces. Or you're protecting yourself from toxic relatives who want money and you're not willing to give it to them. There's so many ways to read this, but this is happening very quickly in April. This is the card of pace, and it's like, yeah, this has been on your mind, and April is the month of either execution or coming to terms with these relationship dynamics. 7 of Swords. Someone is trying to get out of their responsibility of something when it comes to older family members. If you have an air sign sibling, Scorpio, this feels like sibling energy, that you're not in agreement, or they don't have something you have, and they're neglecting, or you're neglecting the relationship. It's the month for this whole thing to come up and out and dealt with. Knight of Rods, movement forward here, relocation, moving away from boundaries, separation, family property, someone taking more than they deserve or attempting to. And that's possibly with family money. Trust, friendship, generosity, respect. Scorpio, you might handle the bill, or you might pick up the pieces from something. You can only do so much, but you won't go back and do it again. You'll handle things because you can, but your relationship with a sibling might be forever kind of limited or boundary because of that. Ooh, I love her. She's my favorite card, and she's been out in a few readings. Scorpio, you are financially sound and able to give financial support. This is a major card of security and having all that you need around you. Someone is expecting more from you, though, because of that, and their masculine energies. And that isn't fair, and you can turn your back on that if you think you're being used too much because of that. Friends, fire sign friends, are very supportive of you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You got a lot of heat going on in your family here. If you need a personal reading, we can look at your chart and get down to it, Scorpio. And also look at your tarot cards for the month. I'm at audreyalison.com. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.
I got a small